you may think that we're done for the day, but we're not.
No.
We got one more game. Let's go. Let's get right into it.
One last cast for today.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, nobody can actually do this, but give me more rounds. Keep going. Keep going.
Volibear.
Everyone will leave, and
5-2. Oh, it's an in.
It's a win and in.
Win and in for day 2.
Annie versus Volibear. Win and in moment. Unfortunately, one of these players will not make it to day 2. Okay, I did not prep too much on Volibear, so I'm excited to see what version of the deck this is going to be. I see, was that a Catalyst? I think that
was double punch first in a challenge?
Okay, then I may have just pretended I saw.
There's definitely a punch first. There's definitely a challenge there.
Okay.
Annie goes second. Well, let's see if there's a deckhand over here.
There's
the deckhand. That's a very aggressive opening over here. Already basically at 2 points.
Yeah.
Because what can the Volibear do if it's not a Hextech Ray?
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. That is actually pretty big.
But importantly, we're playing Annie, right? So Annie can recycle,
Yes.
can return the thermo beam. Not recycle.
Recycle the hard bargain.
No.
That's,
you want
that's pretty big tell, I would say.
But I'm just saying, you want to have access to that thermo beam, right? So you'll be able to grab it back later on in the game. That's actually really big. So important.
Pass with 4 open for Volibear.
Means no catalyst. I was wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Double deckhand.
sneaky.
Double. Oh, there's an Aurora in the hand. There's nothing else.
And I think a Volibear signature spell. Oh, I'm going to have to remember what that is by name.
It allows you to move a unit.
Is it Stormbringer? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's something about that. I have not remembered Volibear stuff for a long time.
I'll be honest with you, it's not going to get used in quite a while.
Stormbringer, we got time. Choose a friendly unit in your base. Deal damage equal to its might to all enemy units here at a battlefield. Then move your unit there. Yeah, cost 6 with 2 recycles. I remember that all from the top of my head and definitely didn't read that from anywhere else.
I'm paying attention to OTSU's body language, and I think he's giving his opponent a tell that he doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah, sometimes this happens with Aurora. Oh, that is painful.
Yeah, that is painful. He can't even play the removal spells over here. Oof. So basically, Annie goes up to 4 points, will concur minefields to up to 5 points. And Volibear still didn't play a singular card. And remember, this is not Unleashed. There's no way of summoning the dragon from the Aurora to clear, like, 3 units.
This is, you really need to hit a curve of getting your Aurora on, like, turn 3, if possible, and get it out with the Catalyst and that type of thing. You know, you're looking for mobilize into Catalyst into Aurora as soon as possible. I mean, Obelisk of Power not being a factor in the meta anymore does change the Aurora matchups. You don't have that definitive 1 extra game where you get the extra ramp from your deck. It is Aspirant's Climb. It's worth us paying attention to that. So we are going to 9. So if ever there's a game for a late game turnaround, this might be it. But I think with the Thermo Beam already in the trash and units being developed consistently for iCarly, I know. I saw it and I'm like, I have to say it. Developed consistently. I think OTSU, unfortunately, this is going to be one of the rare games where just not a lot happens. Is that a Dead Bloom Predator
that's
as
a Dead
well?
Bloom Predator that could have been played.
When your opponent has flashed their units back, you
that is
cannot
very
just
conscious
play
decision. That's a very conscious decision.
You're like, well, my opponent's done nothing for 3 turns. So when they inevitably have a Dead Bloom and it goes to base, you can see iCarly nodding as well at this
What
point.
an outplay with the flash.
Got him. Got him. Yeah, so Volibear will, of course, come into effect here. This is honestly one of those really unfortunate games. I mean, it's not over at this point, but you've doing nothing for like 3 turns and then playing a Dead Bloom in base is really punishing.
And then potentially we can't even play the Aurora next turn because we will be looking at maybe using the removal for base. So then we have to use the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, what else is in the... Are you trying to hit another Dead Bloom when they conquer? So if you play Aurora, you have to think, what's the most likely unit coming off the top?
Yeah.
We haven't had
don't
deck
know
list,
the deck list.
unfortunately. Yeah, that
So
was what I was going to say.
it might be the version which plays a little bit more mid-rangey and has like Ferris Forerunners in the main. Maybe the Yone as well. I'm actually not certain. So
Yes,
there are
yeah, that's fair.
possibilities of what kind of build can it be, more traditional Aurora or less traditional Aurora.
Yeah, because that is the difference between Purple Aurora. Purple Aurora is just like you play Mind Splitters and then one or two big orange units and you give your opponent a thumbs up as you take everything out of their hand. The orange and red versions are a little bit different. So we'll just have to see how the cards come from Aurora. But nevertheless, the back end of that is having access to Thermo Beam, having access to a lot of units to be able to get to 7 already. It means we're representing a game-winning turn as the end of OTSU's coming turn passes. So we're still in iCarly's for now.
And you're right about the Thermo Beam in the graveyard, in the trash, because now with the 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 runes next turn, you're able to play the Annie from your champion zone, get the Thermo Beam, and just destroy the potential Aurora, even if it's being played.
Yeah, so now it really does come down to, like, are there any options with the Stormbringer? Okay, it's going to be Flash to bring him back away again. So obviously one Dead Bloom is going to have to go to a battlefield in order to...
attempt to hold,
which I guess you have to do aspirants, right? Because you don't want to minefield your own units.
True.
That's a weird, painful thing on Aurora. Is it doesn't get units out of the trash very easily,
unless
especially
you're
not
playing
in
the purple version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a difficult spot to be in.
And also we have the Vi already in the base, which will just basically use everything that is in the trash to go over any unit on the battlefield.
This is the Aurora games that you hate when you're playing it. As you're like late in the game, you have the runes to do something. You draw the Mobilize.
Yeah,
you draw the ramp.
Very good card.
Yeah, it's great. Turn 1, turn 2. It's good in the early game where you're able to actually play it. Not so great when you already have the runes available for Aurora, and really when you hit 9, you just want to turn them sideways and hit that Aurora, get the reveals from the top. This is Atsu thinking, do I just play the Aurora now, or do I try and play my out?
He probably should still remember that there's a Thermal Beam, but it's like, even if he plays Aurora, what do you get? You double stack your one Aspirant's Climb? Because I think that's the only play.
Yeah, I think it really is.
And then...
I mean, if there's a...
6, 9, so he doesn't even have access to punch first.
No. So if there's, for instance, like the big Volibear off the top, you're obviously stacking that battlefield quite a lot. And there is a Vi that we didn't really acknowledge so far. So with so many cards in the trash for iCarly, we're going to have to see exactly how much that is going to be. Ooh, we'll go to the minefield. That is rolling some dice. You're really... Oh, okay. Unit that is Yasuo goes out. So actually, that's probably not the end of the world to have one of the smaller units end up in the trash. The first card's in the trash. Okay, so playing the out now to try and challenge to get rid of the Vi. I like that. That's one of the ways, of course, that Annie could have come back in, or at least close out the game very, very quickly.
The thing is that that Stormbringer doesn't really make any kind of difference over here, because it has to be a unit from the base that moves into the battlefield. So here, what potentially can happen is after this hold, most likely Annie is going to commit to a hold on the other battlefield.
Yeah.
And try to win this way. But then we can see the Stormbringer.
Yeah.
You go back with your...
And then you use it on the whole battlefield.
To go on the battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, so Mobilize will at least help a little in the next turn. I know that sounds really, really grasping at straws, but of course you are trying to play Aurora or Stormbringer and things. You're trying to play multiple things if possible. So it now comes down to how much can any player actually hold. Do they want to hold? I mean, you could just sneak.
You can just get 1 point for what? Measly sneaky deckhand, right? Just going into Aspirant's Climb, getting you 1 point.
One card in hand? I mean,
It might be. He was just literally just like playing all the cards, all the flashes and so on, and he wasn't drawing many.
Depending on what that is in hand, I don't want to say that you can turn the corner too easily on Aurora, but the best position games that you end up controlling from behind are the ones where your opponent has no way to draw into more cards and are just playing from the top of their deck, and you know that you're going to see more from your deck and big units, so they have to draw exact answers to your units. But we are at 7 points, so I don't want to count this over for now. Annie's going to come through, so that means no Thermo Beam, or it can take the Thermo Beam if necessary. Could just be Falling Star in order to deal damage. For now, I think that may very well
Remember,
be
there's deflect on the Delta Predator as well.
But if you're winning this turn, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And also what is important, even if there would not be an aggressive play this turn, at some point you get to the 8 points, and then concurring Aspirant's Climb will get you another card draw, right? So then you deal with the lack of card draw that you had at some point in this game.
Yeah,
that is 6 damage from Falling Star.
6 damage. Now you just send in a unit, finish it off, or I guess you have to be careful because there's punch first. There's a lot of things represented at least. You know,
the thing is, even if you use this punch first, you live through that, then you need to have most likely enough runes to play Stormbringer the next turn. And if you don't have the 6 energy, then you're not going to be able to...
From this position, he would, and it would come back down to, depending on what was holding and what gets killed by Stormbringer. So, I mean, I think we know there's no punch first, right? Like,
no, we know. He had it in the open.
Oh, he has it. Of course, he's had it forever. Okay,
I think even 2 copies.
Okay, it's been a long day.
Yeah,
it's been a long day. So that's what you can't let happen, is the heal coming through at the end of combat.
He committed now.
Yeah.
Because he did the damage.
It was a cleave that was in hand, was the last card. So how much is there?
13, that's double Rengar, so that's 13, 15.
It has to be 18. No, it has to be...
15.
Because there's 6 points of damage, right? So you're actually okay. It should be fine. I think.
Now we have Volibear. Does he have anything over here? Let's see.
Those 6 points of damage are going to be the make or break here. I'm pretty sure it is just that basically everything will die, and then deckhand goes to 1.
That will remove 1 Rengar.
Okay.
Does this change the map?
Probably does. With Sky Splitter.
Still 2 might. How do you call it? 2 HP left on the Deadbloom Predator, and there's still enough damage that is going to kill it. Now we go to 7, and that's essentially the same amount of damage that the 2 units are dealing.
So was there another punch first?
Yes,
yeah, there was. So you're able to do that, turn the corner on this fight. Suddenly, Deadbloom Predator is going to heal up, right?
6 runes for potentially a Stormbringer next turn.
So it depends on where this goes for iCarly. If iCarly stacks Aspirant's Climb, it could be the full clear. I think that does
apart
keep
from the Annie.
The Deadbloom alive. Yeah, exactly. Apart from the Annie, but we know there's a second Stormbringer, right? So the following turn, you have to move the Annie to try and hold.
Well, he's going to move with 1 unit.
Is this actually going to happen?
That's actually not that bad. We can't, like, we're not going to be able to play that Aurora.
No, that Aurora is never getting played. If that Aurora plays, then they've definitely won this.
Let's see. This is interesting. And remember, this Volibear didn't play a card for 3 turns.
Which, you know, sometimes you do end up drawing into exactly what you need.
Mobilize.
So that's not everything right now. So what is it, 6? So you have to move back. Yeah, now turn everything. And Stormbringer, you see iCarly nod. We'll trade that with the 1 sneaky deckhand.
And then moves in.
So it's going to go to 3 points?
Imagine that could have been a Yona. That would be pretty sick. Although the Yona would have held.
No, exactly. That's the difference there.
Oh, Ride the Wind. Goes in, and
Ride
that's
the Wind.
it.
The comeback, there was a glimpse. There was a glimpse of a comeback coming through for iCarly.
Well, it was closer than we thought it would be. But this is It was closer than we thought it will be, because in any other card game, this game would have already finished. If someone doesn't play a card for 3 turns, he's most likely dead. But because we have the point system and the hold and the concur system, it actually allows the game to actually be played out. So that's why I really love about Riftbound, because it's so different fundamentally from the other card games that we have.
I feel like that game was the best way that we could end today.
Yeah, a little bit
it had to be just a little bit crazy to round things out. I'm happy we got that. We saw an Aurora game and it fell flat on his face for a little bit. You know, Lothar, thank you so much for some great casts with me today. I've enjoyed my day.
I enjoyed casting with you
immensely. We've had a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of cool stuff, but that was only day 1 from us. We're going to hand it over to Amy and Blevins to round things out.
Hello and welcome back here for the last time today, day 1 RQ Lille. That is 8 rounds in the bag. Amy, we just saw a Volibear so sadly lose the winning in there, but an Annie make it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine many other decks that we didn't get to feature or have a look at today have as well. So I imagine there's a lot in store for tomorrow, even so. Yeah,
there's definitely a lot in store for tomorrow. And we actually have the standings graphic here. Let's take a look and see what we have in store for tomorrow. Up at the top there is some Azir, a little bit of Irelia. Well, is that 3 Ezreals? Okay, we've got a nice diverse bit here, but let's take a look at the top 16 that we're going to be seeing at X and O tomorrow. I mean, absolutely fantastic lineup here. I mean, we did see Alan is in fact mortal, lost one there, but a lot going on here, Amy.
Top 16 players. And although they could be running different iterations of these decks, we've got Draven there in first place on Resistance alone. We've got our usual expected littering of Irelia, especially with the play rate of the deck. We were expecting it to have some high conversion today too. We have Rek'Sai, Kai'Sa. We even have that Draven further down as well. A couple of Ezreal scattered in there, and a Fiora.
Yeah, we've got the Fiora up there near the top. A lot more Ezreal than I was actually expecting, just based on how prevalent it was. So maybe a little bit of a conversion difference for some of these decks, but really, really excited going into day 2 tomorrow, Amy.
Honestly, I'm already ready. Like, I could carry on. I don't know about you, but I could carry on going. I imagine the players probably need a rest, but...
Don't leave, come back. We're going to start the next round right now.
But I'm having such great fun that I just want to carry on. But we must rest for the evening, but we're going to be back tomorrow with so much action. Do you know what time we're going live tomorrow?
Definitely a time that we're going to be going live tomorrow is at 10 a.m. And I knew that off the top of my head.
Oh!
I didn't say it immediately because
I
needed to count up to that number. 1, 2. It was 10 a.m. tomorrow. Be right back here for more action. We've got plenty more for tomorrow. But for Amy and the rest of you, I've been Blevins, and we will see you tomorrow for day number 2, RQ Lille.